Well, YouTube, I've thought of a contest, and it's not going to be a typical one. I don't know how many people jump in on it. Right now, I really don't know the cutoff date, if you will. I know one thing for sure: it has to be a minimum of a 10-minute video. Um, I'm trying to word this as eloquently as I can. That we all know each other on here. We all know we like cards and other stuff, comics, videos, or movies. Some of us collect like the old war stuff, World War II trinkets and medals and whatnot. And as you know, I am. From those of you who have actually talked with me, who have actually corresponded with me, other than just commenting on videos, and if you are a friend on Facebook, you know this all too well. That I seem to get too in depth at points and times, but that's not just from me saying, "Oh, I want to just dig until I get people ruffled." It's because I want to know about people, and so that's what this contest is about. I don't know what I'm going to call the contest. I really don't. I mean, I even when this video gets published and it's up on YouTube, I don't even fucking know what I want to call it. It's because I don't want to pigeonhole it to something. I don't want to limit it in what you're thinking to do if you think or if you choose to do this contest. I don't even know the prize yet. It'll probably be some sort of card or a collection or maybe a comic or whatever you collect in like the $20 to $30 range on eBay. Um, just because, again, I don't I don't want it to seem trivialized in any way, shape, or form. That we explain some of your thoughts that normally maybe you wouldn't, especially on some social outlet as prevalent as YouTube. But in the same token, that I want, again, it's something you can't really broach in texting or something. I don't like asking some of the stuff in texting unless it comes up or say, man, it's been a horseshit day. Well, what's going on? Just thinking of this and what led to that, and you get down that road with a few people. But I mean, it doesn't always go that way when you're texting. It's more or less, hey, you see what a card I got? No, what'd you get? Fuck, that's awesome. Yeah, no doubt. I only paid X amount. Oh, fuck, that's a steal. Blah blah blah. I mean, there's other texting or topics going on, but at the same time, they're deep, but they're not as deep or as meaningful to what I'm drawn to. A lot of guys I'm drawn to, it's the same thing. But I don't think I know, and I don't think the community knows what kind of good people we have on here, what kind of fighters we have on here, uh, the people that have overcome stuff. I mean, so the contest basically, we're already 4.5 minutes in or so, and you don't even fucking know what the contest is going to be about. But a 10-minute video minimum, absolute minimum. As you know, I truly don't like the quick mail days where you're just flopping. You're like, I got this. Look at this card. Oh wow, I'm done. No. Speak about what you got. You spent money on something. You want to show it off. You should be able to talk for a few moments. So, And this is in no particular order of the what you, even if you don't want to do all of them, if you want to just hone in on one point, that's fine. But I'd like to, if there's been a major bump in your path, if there's been a detour you've had to take, if at some point a singular event, a series of events that were small that led up to something, I just want to know how your life and its experiences and the events of your life have formed you into the person that you've become to this day. What have molded you into the person you are. And then I want to know what drives you. What's that carrot at the end of the stick that you see it and you go, I gotta go. We gotta do this. And what are the things that slow you down? When somebody throws up molasses in the road and you get stuck in it, what do you do? What's your fight or flight reaction? How do you when you encounter those situations, how do you persevere? How do you fight through? I'd just like to know about that. For me, and I know someone in December, and I got in contact with him because when I saw the video, I won't mention names because maybe some of you didn't see it. It's out there. It's public knowledge, so I mean, it isn't anything like secretive. But I deal with the same shit. I deal with a lot of depression. And you're thinking, fuck the shower video, you're an idiot. You're naked in a shower on YouTube. You had the mule milk in the middle of like blistering cold. You danced with basically your balls jiggling out of your shortest shorts. You did the ice bucket challenge where you pretty much killed yourself. And your boxers in your backyard, and you're saying depressed? You fuck no. Indubitably. There are days that are wonderful, stretches that are great, and then there are times when, again, you can tell me that the world is perfect. I got a great family, I got a great daughter, tons of people that care about me, and it just doesn't matter. And that's one of the last things I had on Facebook, was when Robin Williams killed himself. And I'll get into this in a minute. But again, no matter what you have around you, what people see from the outside, when they see, oh man, that guy's got X, Y, and Z, he's got A, B, and C, fuck, he's got to be living the life. She's got to be whooping it up, and she's in the money, he's in the money, whatever. Yes, the exterior might be of a golden road, the golden brick road. But you open that Pandora's box to one's mind, and it's not exactly what you expect. You'll see Medusa snakes. You'll see tie-dye distortion. It'll look like LSD. Somebody's on LSD or something. I mean, it's just... It's just something that, again, unless you've dealt with it or are dealing with it, you just don't know. No matter how much you think you know. That, you just don't know. Like with Robin Williams. Man, famous, worldwide known, successful, obviously, funny as hell, but still, battling, and he lost. And then you had people that are just like, oh, he's selfish. Again, when you're in that mental mind state of wanting to take your life, you're not thinking about anything. You're about yourself. that there's passing moments when you say, well, maybe the family will miss me, maybe the friends will miss me, maybe coworkers, maybe whoever. But at the same time, that your mind is so it's so fixated on what isn't getting done or what is driving you into this pit, this bottomless cavern that you just you don't see any light. And if there's a flicker of light, it's instantly eviscerated. People think that it's just, oh, the old saying is that don't judge a book by its cover, which with any mental illness is something you need to do. And even now there's Larry Sanders for the Bucks, that he got bought out from his contract because he's dealing with depression. Again, there's a good article on ESPN.com. I'd recommend you. If you have any interest in A, basketball, or B, just this subject, go wander over that way, and it's real good. It's you got a lot of people saying stuff and a lot of other people, and I mean it's in the end it's a he say she say thing, or he said she said, but at the same time it offers a little light onto the subject where the guy had a horseshit upbringing like a lot of African American athletes. I mean, they weren't with the silver spoon in their mouth. There weren't a lot of Carlton Bankses out there. I don't mean the Giants linebacker. I mean Mr. Tom Jones dancing on the Fresh Prince. So when they get to the point of, man, you get 4-year, $44 million contract, you got money, you're playing in the league. Fuck, you gotta be happy. You're living the dream. A portion of the dream, but then you're still you're doing what you like, not what you love. You're doing what you like to make money, and you just feel out of place, and it's not like part of the program, but it's always a. I'm trying to think of the word. It's you just don't hear about people talking about a mental illness in the same regard as a cancer, let's say, or something more physical that you can see a change in somebody, or an ALS or something of that nature, where mental you can't see it. You can pick up hints of it with maybe somebody becomes withdrawn, despondent. I mean, stuff that they once liked, they didn't like. But with cancer, you see an absolute physical change. If somebody, they lose their hair, they lose weight. I mean, they become more tired. I mean, their energy level gets sapped. Stuff of that nature, where it's more easy to see something physical of cancer's effects, where mental illness, you just don't see it. Unless you're actually around this person all the time and you've known a pattern of what they do, and then all of a sudden this pattern's changing up. But back on subject a little more, that deal with that all the time, that Some days are awesome, and like the last week, it's just been shitty. You get down, I'd rather sleep. Sleep to escape it, or I'll just bust ass doing shit in the basement. We got some carpet in, and I just busted ass and was cleaning shit and not even wanting to deal with anyone. Just fucking go down there and recarpet or carpet down there. And just get away. Because as much as I know I've got a base of good friends on here, in Ely, around anywhere, I mean, people I know everywhere, it's just, and this will always be me no matter what, you just don't want to burden someone. And again, yeah, I've heard it before, you're not a burden. That it just doesn't resonate in my head, and I don't think it ever will. It's just it's never any good for me because I keep a lot of shit in. But I'm also able to speak about it too, that I've gotten more comfortable with that. And again, if you were on Facebook for all that stuff when any of the depression, suicide shit would come out, and all you hear is people, oh, you're selfish. That's where I like to at least expound what knowledge I've got on the situation, on the subject, instead of hearing people that are fucking stupid and don't have any clue about it just because they're living in a glass bubble, thinking, oh man, that's dumb, you're a fucking idiot if you commit suicide. There's always 2 or 3 sides to a thought process, and usually whatever one is thinking that like that, it isn't right. Oh. So, again, with that, join in. At some point, I'll have a prize that's I don't know when the contest will be up. I'd like to get some videos in. I know it's, again, not really something sports related, but again, I think we all have a basic knowledge of each other on here. I'd just like to get a deeper understanding. And again, maybe that's something selfish in my world, but again, that's how I think, unfortunately, to a point. So, if you've watched this whole video, congratulations. If not, I cannot blame you. Again, I'll rip through the criteria again if you're still with me. 10 plus minute video. It can be, I don't care, it can be 10:01, it can be 40 minutes. I'll watch the whole thing. I always do. Longer the better. I got time. What has been a major bump in the road, an obstacle, something that you've either overcome or are still in the process of fighting through? What do you do to overcome this? What are you doing to overcome this? What do you do to overcome it? What gives you, what drives a person? What drives you? And if you reach a roadblock, if somebody throws molasses in the road and you're slowed down, what do you do to persevere through it? How do you get through life's pitfalls? So, I'll say here's your sports part, and here's 5, the 5th part. Who was your favorite wrestler as a child when you were growing up? So, because everybody watched wrestling a little bit, and explain why. Give a few sentences if you want, or give a whole soliloquy on it. So, there it is. A 20-minute contest introduction video that I doubt 5 people will do. So, enjoy this. Think long and hard about this, though. Think about this. Because I think, again, that's, as a, as much as YouTube's, it's seeing a bit of a revival, not a ton. But that's the one thing I think we're lacking as a separate entity, a separate YouTube community, that we get videos out. We know of people, but we don't truly know them. If we know more than just our handful of people that we usually talk with or text with or whatever, PM with, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, farmersonly.com, if we get a deeper understanding of who our brothers and sisters in this community are, I believe that will help build this community back up to what it once was. So, if you choose to get in, hooray. If you choose not to, hooray. So, again, sometime in the next week or so, I'll come up with a prize, and I'll talk it over with a couple guys and see what they think. Because, again, I don't know. I'll figure something out. Well, it'll get done. But I'll make it worth your while. So, again, take her easy, YouTube. She's easy. Take her twice.